man.
I get it.
Yeah, you gotta contort yourself to get in the high seals.
Yeah, that's the chassis.
Yeah,
so the chassis is
pretty cool.
It wraps around your body.
Holy crap, race car for sure. Oh man, the pedals are travel is so short.
Yeah. If you can,
do these move?
with the seat?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can move that seat. This seat doesn't move, but you can just go back and forth.
Okay. All right, guys, we're in the 2008 Lotus Exige S, right?
S240.
It's the supercharged version.
Yeah, it's the supercharged one.
All right, sweet. And this is my buddy Kiran. He does a lot of track drives, and as you see, the car has its battle scars from all the track driving he's done. But yeah, it's tight to get in here, man. Yeah, this is definitely a race car for the street. You got there's an engine start button here. So you put the key.
Yeah, you want to try and start it up? It's a whole process. It's fine. The middle button. Yep. Hit it.
Hit this button.
Stick it in. And then turn it. Just turn it.
Okay.
You don't need the clutch. It primes. And then you're not in gear. You don't need the clutch. Just hit the button.
You don't need the clutch.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
And hopefully you're not in gear, otherwise you'll drive into somebody. But
wow, that's crazy. It doesn't have a clutch.
Yeah. In theory, it's better for the motor because there's like a thrust bearing that I don't know. It's like that from the factory. Most cars.
Wow. Okay.
Are not like that.
The pedals are super close together, so you need small feet, small shoes,
racing shoes,
which I don't have. I should have worn them today, but I don't have them on. Yeah, it's in this cool highlighter yellow. Really, I don't know what they call this color.
Isotope green.
Isotope green.
That is the actual name.
6-speed manual, of course. And this is still the Toyota engine.
2ZZ engine.
Okay.
Factory motor. It's got a really loud exhaust on it.
Wow. Yeah, the steering is. I'm assuming it's non-power.
No power steering.
Yeah. I don't know much about these cars, guys, so we're going to be leaning on Kiran here to fill us in the details. And this is, of course, my first time driving a Lotus at all. So. Yeah, it's really raw in here already.
Panels are falling off. That's how they come from the factory.
Nice.
Panels falling off.
Wow, yeah, everything's buzzing around, but you got the aluminum plate on the floors.
Oh, that's the bottom of the chassis.
Wow.
8,500 is the limit.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
It'll blink at you.
It's not marked, and I didn't want to over rev it, but man, this thing moves pretty good. It's so loud. I don't know if you'll be here. Hey. Yeah, I was not expecting that. I was expecting a slow, great handling car, any lightweight sports car, but this thing has some power.
It's got a little bit, yeah. Not that much, but it doesn't weigh very much. It's really just us, right? It's moving us.
What is the power?
240 horsepower. On a good day, on a cold day. On the track, it's more like 210 or so, because it'll heat soak.
Wow. And yeah, it handles so quickly. The steering is real quick.
It lightens up. It's no power steering, but it gets real light on the highway, and it's nice and easy.
Yeah, it's way easier now. Of course, this is mid-engine. The engine's right behind you. And that exhaust is so loud, too.
It's an aftermarket exhaust, but the factory exhaust is pretty loud, too.
And this is fully adjustable suspension.
Oh yeah, it's Penske racing suspension. The factory suspension is one of the things they really cheaped out on. It's Olin's or Bilstein's or something, but they're just real cheap pieces. So I got a full Penske racing suspension on there.
Wow. take on a cross-country journey, but it is pretty firm to ride. But again, that's adjustable, right?
Oh yeah, it's adjustable. From the factory, it's actually worse.
Really?
Yeah, it's worse. This is full race springs, full racing stiffness. But the factory suspension is actually bumpier. It's softer, but still bumpier. I bought the car in Chicago and drove it however many 100 miles down here, and it was a bumpy ride.
I bet. Wow, that's sick. Brakes are good. Yeah, this is pretty cool, man. Now, I have to ask, like, how many issues have you had with this? I see you're working on this car all the time.
I'm mostly working on it, not driving it too often. It was broken last night. In fact, it's broken now. The thermostat's not working, but hopefully it's warm enough today that it won't matter. But the motor's great, but everything they did to it kind of messes it up. So like they put the supercharger on there, now it dies at idle every once in a while. So when we get back there trying to park the car, it might die a few times. Hopefully not, but. You know, it's the Lotus stuff is not the most reliable.
The British portion of it, the Toyota.
The Toyota part is great. Yeah.
Nice curve coming up here. Yeah, no body roll. It just corners real flat. This would be a blast on the track, I'm sure. Like, you know, dedicated sports cars, maybe, you know, that's where it's at for the track, really. Because you're always at a compromise with a street car. I mean, this is a street car, but...
Yeah, I consider this basically the closest thing to like a hardcore track car that's still a street car.
Right.
There's a few others, like a Noble or something like that.
Definitely need your racing shoes though for the pedals.
What do you think about the shifter? It's actually really floppy. Right?
Yeah, it's super floppy. Yeah.
That's in gear. You're
right.
You guys, I guess they can't see this, but he's flopping the shifter around in gear.
Is that?
I have a whole new shifter coming. I'm gonna put a whole new shifter setup in there. Some of it's the transmission, but that's actually all Lotus right there. That's floppy.
Okay.
The cables stretch a little bit over the years.
I'm sure that supercharger helps a ton though. What's the one without the supercharger?
Without the supercharger, it's about 190 horsepower. It'll still move. Track times between the two are actually not too far off.
Okay. You said on track it does overheat a little bit, or heat soak?
Yeah, the intercooler will heat soak a little bit. The supercharger will heat soak a little bit, and the ECU will pull timing.
Oh, that's pretty cool. You see the engine behind in the window there.
There's nothing to look at back there, which is why nobody runs the rearview mirror because.
Oh right. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's probably why. Yeah. You just got this car fairly recently, right?
About a year ago.
Yeah, about a year.
I'm still learning it.
Is this your favorite track car?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I had a Miata before this.
Yeah.
To be honest, the Miata was great, but it had some handling quirks. This doesn't have handling quirks. It just handles right all the time. Other than the lift-off. You probably don't want to lift off in a turn.
Okay.
But we have a ton of grip, so it won't be a problem on these roads.
Yeah. It's a great car. Great track car. Very fun. Sounds great. Handles great. Brakes are great. What tires do you have on here?
Yokohama AO52s, so they're sticky.
How's the life been on them?
The rears, probably, I think they have like, I got 4 track days out of the first set of rears, and I'm 4 track days in, light days in, and I still got plenty of tire in the rear. The fronts hold up about twice as long as the rears, because all the weight is in the bed. 225 up front. I think factory's 225 in the rear. I went a little bit larger because obviously there's so much weight back there.
Right.
I mean, people talk about Porsches being rear heavy. This is rear heavy.
All right. Well, that was fun, Kiran. Thanks a lot.
No problem. Anytime.
Yeah, if you guys want to check out more, Kiran does post to his YouTube channel.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
Mostly just track videos.
I'll put a link below to his YouTube channel if you want to check out his track day shenanigans with this car. But guys, if you like this one, definitely subscribe for more. And